How's the weather?
Good. You?
Yeah, crazy out there.
If that exchange just made something inside you die a little, welcome. You're not rude, you're not antisocial, and you're definitely not alone. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who would rather sit in awkward silence than talk about nothing for 20 minutes, and what science says about why your brain is literally wired this way. Here's what we're covering. Why small talk feels like emotional labor for some people, what your brain is actually doing during surface-level conversations, the difference between hating small talk and having social anxiety, and finally, how to deal with it without becoming that person at work. This isn't about fixing you. It's about understanding how you work. Here's the thing. For some people, small talk is easy. Their brain processes it like background music, light, automatic, no effort. But for others, especially introverts and highly analytical people, small talk requires active mental work. Psychologists call this cognitive load. Your brain is trying to track the conversation, read social cues and body language, generate the right responses, and suppress your actual thoughts. Because I'm existentially tired isn't the correct answer to, how are you? All of that effort for a conversation that goes nowhere. No new information, no real connection, just performance. And research shows something important. People who prefer deeper conversations actually process social information differently. They're not rejecting connection. They're rejecting emptiness. Extroverts see small talk as a warm-up. You see it as burning fuel before the race even starts. Some brains are wired to seek meaning, not just interaction. If you hate small talk, you're likely what psychologists call a depth seeker. You don't bond through surface exchanges. You bond through ideas, stories, shared vulnerability. Here's something interesting. Research shows that people who avoid small talk often score higher in openness to experience and need for cognition. In simple terms, you think more. So when someone asks, "So, got any plans this weekend?" your brain quietly thinks, "Why are we doing this? Neither of us actually cares." And honestly, you're not wrong. Small talk is usually a script, not curiosity. But society runs on that script. It's how strangers become acquaintances, how coworkers stay friendly, how people signal, "I'm safe, I'm normal." So when you skip it, people misunderstand you. Cold, distant, stuck up. When really, you're just conserving energy. Let's talk energy. Introverts don't recharge through social interaction. They drain from it. And small talk is the least rewarding form of social spending. Every conversation, even a quick, nice weather exchange, costs mental energy. For extroverts, the brain gets a dopamine hit. Connection feels good. For introverts, the brain says, "We just spent energy and gained nothing." Psychologist Lori Helgo puts it perfectly. Introverts don't hate people. They hate shallow interaction. Deep one-on-one conversation, energizing. Random chit-chat with a stranger, exhausting. And if you're highly sensitive, it's even more intense. You're processing tone, facial expressions, hidden meanings, all while pretending you care about someone's opinion on a new coffee shop. You're not overthinking. Your nervous system is just picking up more data than the conversation is worth. Now here's an important distinction. Hating small talk because it feels empty is a preference. Avoiding all interaction because it feels terrifying is anxiety. Preference means you can do small talk. You just don't enjoy it. Anxiety means racing heart, sweating, spiraling thoughts. If avoidance is driven by fear, trauma, or isolation, that's worth exploring with a therapist. But if you simply prefer depth, you're not anxious, you're selective. So how do you survive in a world built on small talk? You redirect to depth early. You answer the surface question, then ask something real. How was your weekend? Pretty chill. Hey, what's something you've been thinking about lately? Most people want deeper conversations too. They're just waiting for permission. You use small talk as a handshake, not the destination. 60 seconds is enough. After that, you've paid the social talks. You prepare escape routes. I'm gonna grab some water. I'm a bit drained today. Or simply, I'm not great at small talk, but I'd love to hear about this. Honesty is more respected than you think. You embrace silence. You don't have to fill every gap. Comfortable silence isn't awkward. It's powerful. And finally, you find your people. Depth seekers recognize each other instantly. Something interesting is happening. Younger generations are rejecting small talk culture. They're choosing authenticity over performance. The old "how are you" script is starting to feel outdated. So if you hate small talk, you're not behind, you're ahead. You're not antisocial, you're anti-fake. You're not avoiding people, you're avoiding the performance. And in a world obsessed with shallow connection, that's not a flaw, that's clarity. So if you've ever nodded politely through a meaningless conversation, if you'd rather say nothing than say something empty, you're not rude, you're wired for substance. Drop a comment. Do you hate small talk, or do you think people like us just need to lighten up? And if this felt familiar, the next video goes even deeper. Subscribe. We're not here for surface level content. We're here for what actually matters.